So yeah, Owen opens his mouth to say something, but just stops himself. Like, a bit unsure how to word it, how to proceed.
It's good because Oriana just kind of like holds up her hand as she realizes the question she asked is like, you know what, actually, don't need clarification. I think I'm cool with not knowing.
You nods, like, fair enough.
Yeah, sometimes ignorance is a bit bliss. Regardless, you bumped into them. Name, Shiver, there we go. Shiver mentioned Lonan was sick with some Fae thing. Do you know what that situation is like?
I'm afraid not. I'm well traveled, but I'm not an apothecary.
Ow. Dang it.
Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if you were there for them visiting the cradle. No, he said one of them went with them. Never mind. Who's the other person you scooped up? She was hanging around with the free marshals as well. She was like looking out a window or something.
She was in their company last I understood.
That? Huh. They said that they were traveling with you and you picked him up.
Tilts his head. That's not the case, I can assure you.
Huh. There are small gears turning in Oriana's head. That's weird. Thanks. That is weird. Just gonna take off. Oh, hey, Star. God, there's so many people. Yeah, she could go confront them. Or she could go say hi to Hafren. She will just scoot through here. Hi, what's Hafren doing? Are they just talking, these two?
How to say this? She's a little lost to the world?
Sure. She's kind of been thrown into the deep end of social climates after being displaced in time.
Well, that's the social part that's the problem here. It's really just trying to acclimate, which is sort of what like Owen and them are doing. Like they're trying to like tell her what's I don't know how to say this. Give a bottom line education.
Sure.
Right, and Captain Oswayne has his inputs here and there, and let it be known that Roger doesn't really mind Captain Oswayne. He sort of is conscientious of him, but not really offended or anything. Captain Annika is like, slip up, I dare you, smile. Like the blade of Damocles sort of thing, right?
Just
I'm not
over his head.
gonna kill you, as long as you don't act up. It's fine. So as long as you don't act up, you have nothing to fear, right? Right.
Chill. Just don't think about pulling the trigger. We're all good.
Yeah.
Smile.
So Captain Oswald is just sort of giving like some, I guess, sort of crude remarks. Like, oh no, she doesn't even know that. Nope. Oh, that's different. Still fucking pointless. like it's very, like, it's a much more realistic take on history, knowledge, and that sort of stuff. He's much more functional, but, you know, that's not stopping Owen. Marshall Neal is just sort of there vibing, but it doesn't stop Owen from, like, trying to tell different stories. And that sort of is, like, their education structure. Owen's trying to give Hafren of stories, not, like, book knowledge. So.
Does she seem to be taking, like, any specific path a little easier? Like, if there's one more digestible than the other?
It's, you weren't here for the other story, so I wouldn't say you have any insights on that.
That's fair.
You have no comparison points.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll just, like, she doesn't know how to talk to people suddenly. No, she'll just say hi to Hafren. Hi. How you feeling?
She, like, is, like, in the middle of, like, sort of zoned out, like, listening to the point where she just sort of forsakes vision, in a way. And as, like, you come up and say hi, she, like, I don't know, so she startles, but she comes back to reality and looks at you and gets like a wide smile on her face. Hi.
Hi.
She stands up. As she stands up, she immediately teeters, and Oswald is like putting a hand. Whoa. Let's not jump the gun on that, eh? Right. She like rubs her head as she like quite clearly has some like lightheadedness.
Right. Oriana like guides her back down into her seat. Like, no.
She sits back down. I haven't had the chance since I woke up to thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about it. We kind of assumed as much. Do you need anything? You seem like you're at least listening to the stories. Seems like one.
She shakes her head. No, I'm just trying to understand everything. Trying to understand a bit too much, probably. Maybe, but I don't know. I wanted someone to start.
Respite. True.
I think I've lost enough of my time on the Earth. I'd rather get started.
Thinking about it, you might have.
Captain Oswald whistles, which is impressive because he doesn't have lips.
It's magical.
Woo!
Yeah, to be fair, I think you've technically lost more time than most people have life, so makes sense.
Don't know how this goes. Ha!
Oh, right. Okay. Oh wait, no, pork chop would be here if that was that great. Fuck. Anyways, continue.
She looks at you. So, not that I mind this. She gestures at the mystically conjured house. Not that I mind this. Comforting. But, what's our next steps? When do we start?
There's a number of different avenues. A few of us want to split off and go to Sofal, some go to, I think Keplin's was mentioned. I have a personal
Zol takes a long drink of this mead he has as he's like looking at you two.
There's a lot of different points. We're still trying to figure out exactly where we can start. But you're welcome to go in any direction that we decide. Just be careful, because I don't want you to immediately go out and I don't know, go to the twins or something and get eaten.
She blinks once at that in an absolutely emotionless way.
In the I don't care about death kind of way? Or...
It's like you just stated a triviality and I don't care.
Or yeah, kind of like gauges that. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. Is there any particular thing that you want to try and accomplish? Like anywhere you want to visit?
I don't know what I would want to visit yet. She looks back at Owen, and he just like nods once, like don't worry.
They're working on it. Well, I suppose the winds will take us wherever it goes. She does like the kind of like stupid hand wave thing to.
She gets like a smirk.
I didn't think that would work.
Don't know if I would trust those fucking winds. Just that's all I'm saying.
Well, they let us here. They got her out of a hellhole.
Yeah, but you know, if you can like ditch, some centuries of suffering, I think that would be the better, preferable alternative. Just saying.
Just saying. Is Captain Oswald drinking anything, or is he like doesn't? Because he had his own stash, didn't he?
Correct. He had his ghost booze.
Right.
He can't drink otherwise. There's nothing like enters his system.
I'm so tempted to give him the cursed alcohol and see if that does anything. I don't think it would. Well, it's not exactly. It's the alcohol I'm talking about. That weird situation. It's like I don't know if that would do anything. I'm not gonna find out. Yeah. With that, she wanted to check in half and see if everything's going good, and it seems like everything's going fine. She'll look between Owen, she trusts Owen, and her, and it's like, if you guys need anything, just shout for me, I suppose. I'm going to go and talk to the Free Marchers about something odd.
Oh, this ought to be good. Reaches into the cupboard, pulls out popcorn.
Where do you keep getting that?
Wouldn't you like to fucking know, weather girl?
God damn it! It's now in the campaign!
If anyone would say it would be Marshall Neal.
It would be Marshall Neal. It's like you son of a
bitch. That or Maestro Jean, but he's not here right now.
Skip it bop. Oh shit, Altani's in here now.
Yeah, she's sort of sitting there. She's
Vibing.
roll me your insight.
I can roll. I can have my.
Also,
chisel
move
on.
like one more space or two more spaces to the left, so I can put Marshall Neal at the corner.
Skew to beep. There you go.
All right, cool. Now you can set up shop here.
All right, get back in my cozy little corner. Make sure this nook is just right height. In sight. Fucking hell yeah. Make sure to mark down that die.
She is deep in contemplation. It's God. How do I know how to answer this question with a meme.
Oh my god.
But it's not really a meme. It sort of hits hard in a meme way.
Meme. It might determine how Oriana proceeds the next couple minutes.
There you go.
You're cringe.
Yeah, so it's sort of like
yeah.
that, except less crying and more over like, am I cringe? Am I bad? Am I the problem? Is the answer in the mirror and I just gotta look at it and myself?
Oh.
Like, it's like that.
Is it like... Does it come off as like she was trying to like find a rival and someone hit her with the knowledge of like you're the problem? Like, hey, maybe you're not finding them because like you're doing something wrong? I don't know.
Do you ask?
Okay, this is what happened. She walks in, kind of picks up on that, like, in the back of her mind, because she rolled a fucking 30-something. She probably passively notices that kind of shit. Gets to about there, is about to point at Shiver and be like, hold on, I have to ask you something. And she's like, damn it. And turns to Altani. Is something wrong? Did something happen? You were so energetic earlier. Damn, not 20, holy shit.
Give me a second.
Yeah, did anything happen?
She's gonna do what I do, which is sit on the corner of this couch.
Okay. Can you roll me your insight?
I can roll another insight for you. Skibidi beep.
What too cool to sit on the couch cushion, you little freak.
No, she likes the corner. The corner's cozy. Likes the target corner.
So you sit on the edge. You sit on the corner. The Tango is an armrest. So you sit on the armrest of the couch, and you look at Altani, who's like leaned forward with like her head or her hands like locked and like nestled under her chin as she's like thinking very intensely, staring out the window, which I guess inadvertently like just sort of shoots past Alessander, who's right there. Alessander, you're for a second, you're just like, oh no. No,
She knows.
She saw through the skies. Oh god,
here. Oh, horse.
But yeah, so Oriana, you sit down. You're just like, hey, what's wrong? She's just
Am I cringe?
You seem to be
Be honest.
You don't seem the type to brood. Yes.
I'm not brooding, I'm just wondering,
Uh-huh.
So you just met me, right? Which is I think we're very good friends.
You're the only person I've
hey.
met in the past like month that's actually known who Masha Militides is. So you're
Right?
definitely like up higher. How do you not? Okay, no, we're gonna get distracted.
Right. Okay, so be honest. Do I? She like thinks of how to say it, like as embarrassedly. Do I come off like really strong? Is it annoying?
I feel like you asking the second question means you're pretty head set on the answer to the first.
Shiver leans forward to you, Alessander. Who's a pretty swordswoman? She one of yours?
That's Oriana you've met before.
No, not that one.
Blushes.
That's not a swordwoman.
She'll still take
She's
time.
pretty. But ain't swordwoman.
Oh,
Another-
Altani,
Yeah.
take it from me, brother. Don't.
Homie.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage. Oh no! It's disadvantage because, like, anyone's
Oh,
count.
God.
Oh my
Alright.
God.
He's like, oh, I get you, friend. He winks at you.
He's like, oh, I see. You staked your claim.
Oh,
Now it's
no.
competition.
He's like, he leans back in his chair and he just is like locks his fingers together and he like leans into the cushion of the chair, like plotting or scheming sort of style. Like, I get you.
Right.
Immediately after leaning back in his chair, Alessandra will lean over towards Delva. Who is he even there?
Yeah,
Mentally?
oh, mentally, less so.
Yeah.
Very important distinction there.
I'll pull him from his stupor. With a pat on the knee. So
He's sort of working on something on the table. Like,
Oh.
it's a little bit of tinkering, but it's also an equal amount of like drafting and design work. There you go.
Son, if I can pull you away from your work for a moment,
Huh?
I'd like to learn you something real quick.
Sure. Well, what is it?
Shabir over there is about to make an ass of himself. He's going to prove what you should not be as a man. Pay attention.
Okay.
I
I think he gets a smirk on his face. I think I already have a bit of an idea.
Still entertaining to watch nonetheless. She'll sit
Right. I'll make sure little objects aren't going to be lost if a scuffle happens.
back.
He's like squaring away
versus
some
Dell.
little bits and pieces. What was that?
Kirsty said she has to take off.
Yeah,
Wow,
so I
fucking-
don't Peter in the middle. I don't, sorry.
Fucking nerd. Next week, normal start? Question mark, cock's done?
it is. Yes.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I hope
'Cause-
so.
Are you sure about that? Because
I'm schizophrenic and have a gun. What the fuck?
headshot, baby, headshot. Alright,
Oh.
next week, Vine boom. Oh shit.
Jesus. Yeah, I'll be here.
All right.
Okay. Alright, bye. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
Yeah. So Oriana, you're talking about Tawny, and they're having their little side powwow over there.
Clearly, nothing is going to happen from that side conversations. Back to what she was saying. It's like I feel the second question that you asked means you're pretty head set on what the answer to the first one is.
She like thinks on like how to respond to that. Just answer it.
You've got a lot of personality, and you throw a lot of it at someone the instant you meet them. And to a lot of people, that would be very abrasive very quickly. Especially if they're more introverted, like, I don't know, Lon. If you met Lon, he'd probably disappear within 5 seconds. Just because that's a lot. If you went to talk to Zal, he'd probably be fine with it. It depends on the person. You could probably rein it in some. If you're worried about presenting yourself in a... How do I put this? More... For lack of a better term, presentable manner. More acclimatable to other people. Or you could be true to yourself and just not care.
With a 34 insight you rolled earlier, that's sort of the problem.
Right, she's stuck very in between.
She doesn't like hiding who she is. She's very proud of who she is, but she's also very lonely. Like, she's just having a hard time connecting with people, and now she's been hit with some realization that, hey, maybe you're the problem to that solution, or to that potentiality.
Crash, you've got to stop making us want to take Altani with you. You gotta stop.
Yeah, you know what the best part is? This is all based on Nimona anyways. That's actually part of Nimona's personality.
Just Nimona, and she's just sad. She's just very
Yeah,
sad.
Nimona is really sad in Pokemon if you think about it. So, yeah. I didn't make this one.
This is just, you're just playing out a script.
Yeah, I'm just reading the fucking card like the fucking crow doing stand-up comedy. Get a new line. Trauma child. She like sighs. She thinks.
I would say give it time, a day or two of actually thinking about it, because the initial punch in the face of information makes your mind foggy. Jump to conclusions, such. We're
Okay, let me ask you this then.
uh-huh.
And this isn't meant to like dig at you or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
You're like again a good friend. I just met you. Would you take me along your group? You're probably just fine in accepting who I am. Would you?
Are you asking me or my group?
I'm asking you.
Asking me? She thinks about it for a minute. It's like I would lean potentially more towards yes if I'm traveling just by myself. I mean, you seem competent. You seem very energetic. But I don't think you're an idiot by any regards from the bits and pieces I picked up. You're just very, very hyper, like a puppy.
Jay thinks about that. Thanks.
Eh? And more importantly, you're true to yourself from the seams of it. Like you know what you're about, and you stick to it.
So he goes back into contemplation.
Like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's more you have to find who you click with. And for some people, you're able to click with pretty much anyone. Some people, it's a smaller subsect of people, and it takes a long time to find them. Took me a very long time to find these batch of idiots. So,
You see Marshall in the other corner of your eye just throwing fistfuls of popcorn into his face. Only some of it finds purchase in his mouth. The rest of it just sort of flies across the ground.
but it never hits the ground. No, it probably hits the ground.
No, it hits the ground. It definitely hits the ground.
Is there just like a small mountain behind him?
No. Because it hits his face, so it's going all around him.
Ah, I see, I see. It's just a Fortnite emote.
It is a Fortnite anyway, exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what I'm referencing.
Garth gets a Twisted Awakening for getting the reference.
I might... She thinks for a second. Wait, no, I promised Silas. Never mind.
What'd you promise him?
Nothing.
Clearly, it's something.
I won't worry about it.
The more you...
It's not related.
No,
It's not related to this.
Not
I
related
just
to
promised... Yeah, you don't need to roll an insight, she's lying.
Yeah. Okay. Would you... Should get the spark of an idea. Would you want to try and get brownie points with Silas?
What are brownie points?
Yeah, terminology. Would you like to gain their favor? Possibly gain favor of other people involved, because Anushka is also involved in this, now I think about it. Dean the brownies.
Sure.
Okay. You have to tell me what you're doing, what you're lying about right now. Tell me that, and I'll help you. Because I'm not entirely against you coming along with us, but there's more than me to us, if that makes sense.
Promise you won't tell anyone? You see Marshall Neal over in the background. Like he's now moved to those hats that have beer cans that invert down, except they're not beer cans, they're just outright beer bottles. And the thing is, he has a mask on, so it doesn't even go into his mouth. None of this actually goes into his mouth.
It just goes into the mask, and it somehow
just sort of it's like emergency induction port sort of shit. Like you don't ever see it go in his mouth.
That's a toss, Rally.
Yeah. Since you keep mentioning Marshall, does anybody else seem to be listening at this moment? Or is it feels like a small bubble of nothing going on?
Nah, the people are listening.
Okay.
I mean, do you look at Marshall and be like, hey, hey?
Yeah. I think she just kind of looks at him, quirks an eyebrow, just a little shush for 2 seconds.
You guys have the most suspicious way.
He looks
the most suspicious way ever.
He looks behind him, and then he does this.
Do you have a gift for this?
Yeah, he does. He looks behind him, sees no one's there, and then he does this.
Me? Yes. She just nods. Just like
He
shows up a finger like
he does like a shaky hand motion, like and he points a finger at, let's see. I guess it'd only be Alessander, because it'd only be Alessander. There's no exemplars in this current company, so it'd only be Alessander.
She gives like a
he does like a
try to
shrug,
be
like
subtle. She does like a tries to be subtle, like okay sound of like that's acceptable.
He nods once at that, and then he takes off the hat, throws it on the corner. You never hear it hit the ground, and he just claps his hands once.
Oh wait, I just realized. Does Altani freeze along with all this shit, or is he smart enough to realize that? Okay, cool.
He's not freezing. He's not freezing reality.
Right.
He's distorting it.
Okay.
Different talent. Well, same talent, different capability.
Avenue.
So as of right now, only you and Alessander can hear this conversation. Everyone else is just sort of viewing you and her at this sort of awkward, contemplative silence.
Just like thinking about life.
Basically.
Yeah. She leans forward a bit. Just try and bring in a little more privacy between them. Alessander can, if he hears this, she doesn't mind, but like she's still gonna like at least faux like, oh, privacy.
Yeah, Altani doesn't seem aware that reality is distorted, which isn't too surprising.
That's what she figured. But yeah, she fucking lean. Yeah, she leans forward and it's like, it's just between us. As best as I can make it, it'll just be between us.
Remember persuasion. With advantage.
Persuasion. Where the fuck are you?
You get one of her Skaldics. That makes you feel better.
Needed.
Well, I don't know if it will help with that.
Maybe a D10? It's a 10. It's double digits. I have a reroll for a session. Sure.
As well.
Persuasion.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same phenomenon as us on Thursday, where it's just like, dude, it's like an hour until end of session, and I haven't used my reroll yet. I might as well burn on something.
Okay.
So that makes it 23. Okay.
Okay.
I was